Loch Technical Academy is a community in which each student learns the skills, habits, and values necessary to achieve goals and seize opportunities for a healthy and productive life in a global society. I would like to thank each of you for coming to Back to School Night. By being here, you are demonstrating that you are and will be an active partner in your child's education along with us, and I appreciate that. The participation of parents and guardians is critical in helping to support increased student achievement and continued school improvement. If Loch Academy is to be a great school, we need your daily support. You are key to your child's success and to our success as a school. Just as any school that is a part of Baltimore County Public School System, our goals reflect the vision, mission, belief statements, goals, and indicators in BPS Blueprint 2.0. The 4 key areas of Blueprint 2.0 are academics, safety and security, communication, and organizational effectiveness. What do these goals mean for your child and what we are doing to achieve these goals? For the first key action, academics, we are working to make sure that every child in this building obtains the knowledge and skills covered in each content or class. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to hear about subject expectations for each class. In addition to course expectations, we will be working to help each child achieve the knowledge and skills and test-taking strategies to show proficiency on the state assessments. Last year, we met all standards on the Maryland School Assessment. We were one of only 4 middle schools in Baltimore County to do so, which shows that we have much to celebrate. However, there is more work to be done as we work to ensure that all students are proficient in reading and math. We will achieve our goal, but we can only do this with your help. To address the need to increase individual student achievement and continued school improvement, we have several initiatives to support increased achievement for your child and for all students in the school. We have used a variety of information and data to place our students in the most appropriate classes according to what they have demonstrated, along with some teacher recommendations. As we analyze the results from last year's MSAs, we have been pleased to see the gains that most students have made. Significant gains are possible for individual students when they attend school, do the work assigned, make sure they take advantage of the interventions and supports offered during the regular and extended school day, including coach classes and any after-school programs that we provide. This year, the state of Maryland, along with Baltimore County, are beginning to incorporate the Common Core standards. These are standards that are to be the same nationwide in every content area. Soon, the state-mandated tests will change to reflect what students will be taught with the Common Core standards, but for this year, we are still going to be taking the Maryland School Assessment in March. Again, a major key to students' increased achievement is the support of the parents of guardians and teachers working together. Please do everything possible as parents and guardians to make sure that your child attends school every day and completes all assignments to the best of his or her ability. You will receive much more information as the year goes along, identifying how you may help support increased achievement for your child and for our school. To address key action 2, which is safety and security, we have expanded our PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention and Support Program. We have used and will be using daily, monthly, and quarterly activities and incentives to reinforce the expectations for all students related to our discipline code. As you tour the building tonight, you will see and hear the expectations related to LRTA's discipline code and what is required to ensure that everyone is safe, prepared, respectful, and responsible. In addition to our PBIS initiatives, we also have a referral process in place to ensure that the system's discipline code, as defined in the BCPS Student Handbook, is administered promptly, fairly, and appropriately for all students. School Resource Officer, Officer Suber, is with us again this year. And one item that you can help us with as we work to ensure the safety of all students is to make sure that you sent in your updated student contact sheets. Please make sure that you notify the office of any changes, especially phone numbers, and always bring your license or photo ID when you come into the building. We are utilizing the Raptor system, and that means that we must scan a state-issued photo ID for anyone who needs to be in our building. We have hundreds of children that we are responsible for keeping safe, and we take this responsibility very seriously. We will not release a student if we cannot match the person with the information on the emergency card. Also, please make sure that you take some time to read the student handbook that was sent home with your child. There have been updates to the handbook this year, and it is vital that you understand your child's rights and responsibilities. We also have a full anti-bullying campaign this year that we have already begun to implement. This information has already been shared with students. However, I think that it is important that you know what steps we have in place to address bullying here at Loch Raven. So the first thing is, what is bullying? Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior that is intentional, hurtful, and/or threatening and persistent. There are 4 types of bullying: physical, verbal, social, and cyber. Bullying is not two-sided, meaning that it is not an argument or mutual name-calling or a fight. Those behaviors and behaviors similar will be dealt with, but they are not considered bullying. Some interventions that we have in place are C&C lockers, which are compliment and concern lockers, where students can anonymously let us know that they have a compliment about one of their peers or a concern. There's an online form to report bullying, which is also anonymous, that students can do, and it goes directly to my email. We have a mentoring program that we will be starting next week, which every student in the school will have a mentor. We will have a student-led anti-bullying assembly in October, and we'll have mix-it-up days, which are days where students in the cafeteria sit with different children that they're usually not with to get to know them. Please remember that if bullying is not reported, we can't stop it. Early reporting is important. To address Key Action 3, communication, we will continue to work hard to ensure that we keep the lines of communication open between our school and you, the parents. We send connected phone calls home in reference to attendance and other important events, and we have an online school newsletter that is posted every other month that will be accompanied by a connected phone call, as well as the personal phone calls and emails that our teachers and staff members will continue to make. If you ever have concerns or questions, please feel free to contact the appropriate teacher or staff member, and we will do whatever we can to assist you. If you find that you are not being successful by contacting a teacher or staff member directly, please feel free to contact a member of the administrative team. I have so much more that I would love to share about all of our goals, but our time is limited. Please see me if you have any questions or concerns. I will be available this evening if you would like to see me or any of the administrative team. Please stop by the main office if you would like to see us. When I think of supports for your children, in addition to my instructional staff, I'm grateful to be able to work with this administrative team. We are extremely pleased to have 3 assistant principals this year. Mr. O'Connor is assigned to work with the 6th grade, Ms. Jones works with the 7th, and Ms. Franklin is the assistant principal assigned to work with this year's 8th grade class. Before I turn over the presentation to my assistant principals, I would like to close my portion by saying that I again want to thank you for coming, and I hope that you find this evening's information to be of extreme value as we work together to ensure our children's success.
Good evening. Good evening and welcome parents, guardians, and visitors. I'm Mr. O'Connor. I'm the 6th grade administrator, and I'm also the administrator in charge of attendance as well as the master schedule. If we are to be an effective learning community, we need your child here at school every day. Attendance is vital to your child's success as a student. Last year, we had an attendance rate of 95.2. Our goal this year is to increase our attendance rate to 96%. Now, how does that translate into days? 96% attendance means that your child is not absent more than 2 days per quarter or no more than 8 days a year. We realize that sometimes your child is ill and must miss school. If your child is absent, please provide your child with a note giving the reason for the absence. Your child's homeroom teacher will be expecting this note the day your child returns to school. Please don't let him or her leave home without the excuse. Absences will be counted as excused or unexcused as defined by the Maryland State Board of Education. You can find this information on our website in the Back to School folder. Parents, do not forget that this Monday is Picture Day. That's 9/23/13. Recently, the portrait information was distributed to your child in homeroom. We want to make sure that your child is photographed to ensure his or her inclusion in the yearbook, as well as he or she receives a photo ID. You can find the picture flyer on our website under the calendar and click on Picture Day. If you have any questions about your child's attendance or schedule, please feel free to call me or email me or Mr. Shields, the 6th grade counselor. Also, for our 6th grade parents, don't forget about North Bay. It's a field trip that we hope we can take every 6th grader on. We're going to need your help. And parents, you'll receive information in the next couple weeks. Also, moms and dads, don't forget to return page 27 of the student handbook. Each of the students received the handbook the past 2 weeks, and we need to make sure every student returns page 27. Also, don't forget to return the green bullying contract. It's vital that we have all this information. And at this time, I have the pleasure to introduce my colleague, Ms. Jones, who's in charge of the 7th grade students.
Good evening. I'm Ms. Jones, the Assistant Principal for 7th grade students. And I look forward to another successful year with your children. This year, we will continue to use our school-wide Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports, PBIS, system to acknowledge and reward students who consistently demonstrate positive behavior by adhering to our code of conduct, which is be respectful, responsible, safe, and prepared. Parents and guardians, please review and reinforce these traits with your children at home. For more information about our PBIS system, please download the PBIS handbook from our Edline page in the About Us section. During the school year, if you have any concerns about your child's progress, please feel free to contact me or Ms. Telford, the 7th grade school counselor, or any of your child's teachers. I am also Loch Raven Academy's transportation coordinator. Along with the Office of Transportation Personnel, and most importantly, the bus drivers, we work very hard to ensure the safe arrival of our students, your children, to and from Loch Raven Academy. Within the next few weeks, all Loch Raven Academy students will receive a photo ID card, which will also serve as their bus card. It is important for students to have their bus cards with them every day in order to board the buses. If the card is misplaced, replacement cards are available in the main office for a $1 fee. Students can request those at lunchtime. And students will also need a bus pass, which must be requested and approved at least 24 hours in advance if they need to ride a different bus or get off at a different bus stop. These passes will be issued for emergencies only. I must also take this time to reiterate that students follow all transportation rules while on the school bus. These rules were sent to your home in the summer mailing packet. Please visit our Edline page and click on the transportation document for the bus pass and more information about transportation. I am also responsible for emergency procedures and want to assure you that safety and security is one of our top priorities. We have 4 types of emergency procedures: evacuations, lockdowns, severe weather emergencies, and bomb threats. An overview of the types of emergencies and expectations of students during these emergencies was provided as you signed in this evening. It's on a green sheet. Please review this information and reiterate the importance of following safety procedures with your children. It is extremely important that they are quiet, attentive, and orderly. Also, make sure we have current emergency contact information with updated telephone numbers on file. Always bring your photo ID when coming to the school to pick up your child. And if the school is in lockdown mode, please do not come to the school. For everyone's safety, we will not open the doors for anyone. Thank you for your attention and have a great evening. And now here is Ms. Franklin.
Good evening. I am Ms. Franklin, the Assistant Principal for the 8th grade students. Welcome to all of our new students and families, and welcome back to our returning students and families. I am confident that our 8th graders will be positive leaders for the 6th and 7th graders. During this school year, if you have any concerns about your child's progress, please feel free to contact me, the school counseling office, or any of your child's teachers. I am also Loch Academy's school test coordinator. Assessment is a crucial part of the instructional program. It is one factor to determine course placement, which can create increased opportunities for our students. Often, parents and guardians ask what they can do to help their children perform well on assessments. Parents and guardians should make sure your children come to school on time each and every day. It is imperative that all students be present in school on assessment days. Please encourage your children to get proper rest and to eat well-balanced, nutritious meals. Please avoid scheduling appointments or trips for your children during assessment times. And please always encourage your children to do their very best work on assessment days and every day. Remember that assessment scores are one indicator of your child's progress. It is extremely important that you monitor your child's performance on classwork, home assignments, projects, tests, and quizzes. Information regarding specific assessments, as well as school-wide MAP testing, which stands for Measures of Academic Progress, will be disseminated as each of the assessments approaches. Thank you for your attention this evening, and on behalf of the Loch Raven administration, we welcome you and thank you for partnering with us. And now here's Mr. Gross, our PTSA president.
Hello, Academy and families. My name is Rodney Gross, and I am the PTSA president. As we begin a new school year, I'd like to say welcome to new and returning families. I would like to take this time to thank our PTSA Executive Board, Mary Ballard, Bonnie Gross, and Erin Morrell, as well as last year's PTSA members for all of their hard work. Loch Raven Academy is a great school with caring staff, exceptional teachers, and an amazing students. I feel fortunate to be the president of the Parent Teacher Student Association at such a terrific school and part of an involved and committed community. The PTSA is looking forward to another exciting year. Our PTSA works to improve the well-being of our students by supporting and enrichment programs and funding those programs, as well as stressing advocacy and parental involvement throughout the school. We encourage the collaboration of parents and teachers in order to promote and enhance the learning and education of our students. By becoming a member of the PTSA, you'll be a part of an organization that is truly hands-on and does make a difference in the lives of our children at LRA. While we are excited about suggestions and recommendations, in order to fulfill those suggestions, we need resources. What are resources? I'm glad you asked. They are parents, men, and women hearing this message and saying, I'm going to make a sacrifice for the sake of the children. Getting involved, attending PTSA monthly general meetings. What does involvement mean? For an example, join the committees we have in need of direction. Volunteer your time at a school dance. Assist committees need direction. Student dance, assist in the holiday food pantry drives and or bring ideas with recommended solutions on executing and funding them. We are in an economic state where resources are short everywhere. So if you want to make a difference, join us. In short, if you want to see change, get involved. Please explore the PTSA website Edline link and the PTSA bulletin board displayed next to the principal's office for the official calendar of meetings and other information for the 2013-2014 PTA calendar of events. I also have a quick note regarding the budget. Will all PTSA members give the board about 5 minutes of your time at the display table after tonight's activity to vote on the proposed budget for the school year. There will be copies available at the table for your review. In closing, there seems to be a stigmatism that has been looming over men for years, and that is we don't take the leadership role we are called to take. Therefore, particularly not having a presence. As being the president of the PTSA, I want to change this. How so? Not by challenging men, but encouraging them to come out to be a part of the PTSA. Now, at this time, I would like to turn it back over to Ms. Franklin.
Thank you, Mr. Gross. Again, I would like to thank all parents and guardians for joining us this evening. This will conclude our announcements, but before we go, please make sure you follow the student schedule. Again, thank you and welcome.